The signal is there. They're off and racing. First away, Masterly won the start. Pure Obsession was quickly into stride, and driving forward, Western Power settles right behind those. Over on the inside, pushing through Bondi Bay soon after, so the favourite just a little deep at this particular stage of proceedings. And then back between horses, Simply Thinking. A length to Sports Talk, So Lucky, bailed up near the inside, and they're just going along at only an even gallop at this stage ahead of Hammer Mill and Speak to Me. War Matters last. Midway down the riverside of the track, going along to the 900, Masterly calling the shots, leads by a length on Pure Obsession. Over on the inside, Bondi Bay is next, and going forward next of all on the outside is Western Power. In behind them to Simply Thinking. Down on the rails then So Lucky from Sports Talk, Hammer Mill, Speak to Me, and last of all is War Matters. They leave the 550 behind them, and they're starting to roll along now. They've picked up the pace. Masterly being urged along, coming into the home turn. 400 from home, a length and a half, Pure Obsession. And then over on the outside is Western Power. Bondi Bay, the rails, So Lucky diving up in the centre, and Simply Thinking at the head of the others now. The favourite grabs the lead at the 175. Western Power, Masterly coming back. So Lucky finishing hard. Western Power kicks. So Lucky is in pursuit. It's Western Power holding So Lucky, who's going to have to be content with another second placing, and the favourite wins. Western Power from So Lucky. 6 straight seconds for So Lucky. In behind those, pulling up next of all, Simply Thinking, War Matters, Masterly together, and Hammer Mill in a group, followed by Pure Obsession, Bondi Bay, Sports Talk, and last home is Speak to Me. Western Power, Clint Johnston Porter beats So Lucky. Masterly 3, 2 and 5 unofficially here after the running of race 5, the Coolridge Handicap. Western Power, the Ifraj gelding from the former Perth Cup winner Western Jewel, forced to sit a little deep, covered them though. So Lucky was able to move and improve in between horses after being back worse than midfield, but again she bumps into one a bit better on the day, and now has lined up for, I think it's about a 6th straight second placing. Remarkable. So Lucky, not so. 1:23.60 the time, 34.52 the sectional, a long neck, 1 length the margins, 3.254. Simply Thinking has picked up 4th placing just in front of the 9 in War Matters. A bit of a blanket go, 3, 2, 5 and 4. The numbers after the Coolridge Handicap. The favourite wins at Western Power for Peters Investments. In the yard of Mickey G, Michael Grantham, Clint Johnston Porter on the board now on Derby Day. Ran 2.45, So Lucky 4.60, Masterly $16. Western Power with its 3rd win in 14 starts. Well, we go to the Schweppes WATC Derby, the Group 2 feature. Just the 7 running in this year's edition over the 1.5 miles, 2,400 the journey, and they'll go at 3 o'clock, the race to be dominated by this star filly, Machine Gun Gracie. As we head down to the yard, Bob Peters has made his way there very quickly, and he is with Lockie Taylor after the victory of Western Power, coming at its 2nd run in the prep.
Thanks, Darren. Yes, I caught up with Bob's grandson in Liam Peters and his trainer, Michael Grantham, pre-race, but I didn't get to catch up with Bob. And Bob, you're my favourite out of the trio. Where were you?
The fish arrived just as the horses came out, and it would have been cold, so it was a better option.
You needed to have your lunch as opposed to speaking to me, but Western Power, clearly he's returned in wonderful fashion. Had to do it the hard way today, but he was good enough to get the job done.
Yeah, so he seems to... sort of relaxed when he gets in that position, and we were quite confident that it went the way the race was run, that it was suiting him. And he's been a real work in progress, this fellow. He's been around, it seems, a long time, and we've always thought he had some ability, but getting it out of him's been the problem. The family have a tendency to be a bit difficult to ride and pull and to get their head up, and they've all been the same, and it's just taken us a while to work this fellow out, and now hopefully we've worked him out.
Take us into some of those family traits. Is this horse bred to get out over further, provided that he does just iron out the little chinks that he does have?
Yes, he should get further. He looks a bit like a sprinter now. He's built up really strong, and everything. But no, he should get up to at least 2,000 metres, I would think.
2 runs at 1,400 metres now. Do you go to a mile en route to eventually getting him out to 2,000?
We're not in any hurry. We entered him in the 1,200 and the 1,400, and he drew the best in this one. So, you know, we weren't in any hurry to go up in distance.
Correct choice. Very impressive last start. Can he make it back-to-back?
Well, I hope so. You know, we could stretch him out, I think, but putting him back over the mile is probably a good thing. We'll see what happens.
Well done here. Did you finish your fish?
Yes, it was good.
It's good. Well, go enjoy dessert. Well done.
No, I won't have no dessert.
Too healthy, Bob Peters. Maybe I should take a leaf out of Bob Peters' book, but here's Clint Johnson-Porter catching up with Scotty.
Portsy joins us now. Clint, obviously out of the barriers, you were caught wide from a long way out, but it also looked like they weren't actually going that hard.
Yeah, look, they just jumped even with me. We sort of all jumped in a line. Look, I tried to get in and I couldn't, and because we were going so slow, I just thought, I'm not going to make a heap of ground up, so I'll just stick where I am. He was on a bit of cotton, just flowing nicely.
And so when you're in a position like that, are you happy to sort of put him into it at the top of the home corner to make sure that you don't let people get on top of you?
Yeah, definitely. He shows a lot of grit. Like, you watch all of his old replays, he's tough and he just keeps whacking away. He actually bet me once because of that, just kept grinding back at me, and look, he's got that character, so I thought if I get on my bike, I'm going to be pretty hard to beat.
I was saying that some of the family can be very difficult to ride, but it looks like today the way that he settled for you behind that slow tempo, he's not too bad.
Yeah, literally the minute I sort of got him back to me, I thought, he's going to go really good today, because that's his biggest problem, is over racing, so hopefully that's a stepping stone in the right direction.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There's CJP combining with Michael Grantham, Peters Investments and Western Power. He had to do it the hard way, but he takes out the Coolridge Handicap. We'll take a short break and then we'll be back for the third event at Dongra.